What's up guys? Ricky and I here. We wanted to give you guys a little heads up that starting today, we've made some changes to the VIP program and the way that you can potentially win this awesome 240SX that we're building.
That's right guys, every $5 you spend in throtl.com, whether it is buying merchandise or buying car parts, it'll get you 1 entry. But if you're a VIP member, it'll get you 3 entries for every $5 you spend.
You no longer have to be a VIP member to win these cars that we're building. We look forward to having more of you guys involved in these giveaways, and we're really excited with the way that this 240SX is gonna turn out. This is gonna be our best build off yet.
It's gonna be nice, man. Can't wait to get on it.
So do yourselves a favor, head on over to throtl.com, pick up some parts or some swag, get your VIP memberships in. We wanna see you behind the wheel of this sick car. What's up guys? Welcome back to the throtl vlog. Hopefully it's your favorite channel on the YouTubes. I got my homeboy Ricky here with me. We've got Evan Beckerman also in the house, but he's working on other stuff today. He's working on Bavarian stuff, things.
Good stuff.
Ricky and I got the new 240SX project car for the channel up on the rack. As you guys saw in the previous video, we got the interior all gutted out. The body kit has been removed, sitting over here in a pile where it belongs. And we are gonna start stripping the undercarriage of this car because it's disgusting under here and we got a lot of work to do. We're gonna start stripping down this interior because we want to make it look better, and we've got a lot of great parts from a few different suppliers coming in for this car, so we want to get a jump start on that. We will be dropping the subframes out of the front and rear of this car, pulling everything apart. Everything's gonna get refinished. The undercarriage of the car is gonna get redone. Whoever wins this car is gonna get a real beaut. This is by far gonna be the best car we've ever put together, in my opinion. We've been seeing in the comments section a lot lately that for whatever reason you guys are upset that we're building cars and giving them away. You wanna see us build them and keep them and use them. And I kind of agree with you, but I think you guys are missing the point of why we're doing all this. We do this because we wanna give back to the car community, and this is our way of doing it. So we're building rad cars for you guys to potentially win and take home and drive for yourself. We have cars. We have M3s. We have Mazda RX-7s. We have multiple of them. We got all kinds of cars around here. So why would we not take opportunities like this to build cool shit to give you guys a chance to win and enjoy yourselves? Don't get me wrong, we're gonna take this one out when it's done, and we're gonna take it to the track and put it through its motions before we give it away. So you guys will get to see that, and I think that's pretty rad. That's something we haven't done in the past that we're gonna bring to you guys on this installment. But we have cool cars here. Don't worry about us guys. We're trying to make you guys happy and give you guys content every day that you can look forward to and potentially win. So stay tuned while we tear this thing apart because it's gonna get real dirty.
A little later.
All right, so I put you guys on the tripod, forgot to hit record, and Ricky and I removed the exhaust, drive shaft, drained the fluids in the transmission and the differential, and now we are actually taking off the brake calipers. We're gonna hang those out of the way, and we're gonna drop this whole subframe out as one unit. Struggling there, bud?
I couldn't find the pocket. Couldn't find the hole.
So this time, I'm actually gonna put you guys on the tripod, and I'm actually gonna hit record.
For real.
All right, so as you guys can see, the subframe's on the floor. It came out very simple. We did leave the outer portions of the calipers attached to the car so we don't have to get fluid everywhere. We will need to upgrade the brakes later on down the road, so they will get taken off. So it's either kind of chicken or egg at this point. We decided to leave them for now to make this job go a little quicker. So we're just gonna zip tie them to the chassis for the moment, and we'll remove them later. All right, so Ricky just farted and cleared out the whole shop. Just kidding.
I saw you, bro.
All right, so what we've decided to do is actually we're gonna go ahead and strip down this rear end, and we're basically gonna pull it off in corners. So left corner, right corner. We're gonna remove the bolts from each axle, slip those out. Actually, yeah, it's probably easier to do it that way. And then we're gonna remove the pumpkin from the subframe itself as well. And that'll allow us to get to these a little easier, make it a little more manageable and lightweight. And we are gonna be sending this out for powder coat, I think. So it'll be easier if it's all stripped down now. So we're gonna go ahead and get after it. All right, so Ricky did the majority of the work, but we got the subframe all stripped down, and we've got 2 more bushings to press out of this. We're gonna tackle that tomorrow.
The next day.
I've gone ahead and jumped in the Lexus, and I'm headed up to our friends at LTMW in El Monte, California, because today is the day we're picking up the body kit for the 240SX.
One eternity later.
All right, guys, so we've made it back to the hunt quarters with the body kit. I'm gonna go ahead and roll up our roll-up doors here and get this thing unloaded so we can start test fitting it on the car. All right, so here we have it. Kit's all crammed into my Lexus, as you guys can see. I'm gonna go ahead and get it in the shop. Okay, so everything's unloaded. We've got the kit here. I don't know if you guys can see through the bag or not, but if you can, you probably already know what this is. So I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's the Rocket Bunny version 2 380 kit. And we're pretty fortunate that this was locally sourced and on the shelf. All right, so I went ahead and unwrapped the kit hardware pack, and it basically looks like this. So they sent some instructions, which this is the instruction manual, and it's one piece of paper that says, I match the line of the side and door. So that's the extent of the instructions you get for this. The good news is, your boy's done this before. So we don't need an instruction manual because they really didn't send one to talk about. So that's okay. It's all pretty self-explanatory things. So if you ever tackle this on your own, be confident. It's not that difficult. One thing I did notice, and since I have installed a couple of these kits already, the rubber molding that they send that goes between the fiberglass panels and the car is included with the kit, which is pretty nice. Some people use it, some people don't. The hardware looks to be treated in some fashion. The old hardware used to rust on these. It does actually come with self-tapping screws to mount all the panels. I won't be using self-tapping screws on this car. The good news is our homeboy Frank at Downstar just recently sent us out this bitchin' kit, and it has the Downstar logo, the Hunt & Co logo, the Hunt Quarters logo. He forgot the throtl logo for some reason, I don't know why, but we've got pretty much every size of hardware that we need in these drawers. And then when we run out, we can just refill it, which is awesome. So we've got all the washers in stock, all different sizes, colors. Basically black and silver are what I requested, so that's what we have, but we've got heaps of well nuts, which is great. So not only do we have this awesome kit, I've also created my own, which is here in this drawer. It's not as fancy as the one Frank made, but it's got pretty much everything we need. So we're all set. Thank you, Frank at Downstar. You're a legend. You always keep us outfitted with the good fancy bolts, so we appreciate that. Time to start fitting this kit. All right, so as with all the Rocket Bunny kits and Liberty Walk and God, every other Japanese body kit that's made out of K-Mura's factory, the fitment's always pretty good. What's awesome is we've got this massive front mount intercooler, which is very visible through the opening here. And this is gonna allow us to make some shrouding to direct air. I do see the bumper beam here is actually gonna need to be trimmed or removed in order to get as much airflow to that intercooler as we can. And quite frankly, it looks a little goofy sticking down through the hole. Just using some 3M painter's tape at the moment to hold the thing in place. But as far as fitment goes, we're looking pretty good. We've got a mounting tab here and a mounting tab here. It looks like nothing's been drilled, so that's cool. I do like this little air inlet that they put. Normally the 240s are closed off right here, no air going in through there. That does allow for a little extra air to pass over our air conditioning condenser and also our radiator. So, that said, it's time to move on. I need to go dig up our factory fenders. I'm pretty sure we kept those around here somewhere. We did throw away the rear bumper and the front bumper and the hood because it wasn't needed and it wasn't in great shape. So we discarded those items, but as you can see down here, we do have the fenders. So I'm gonna go ahead and snag those, at least the passenger side for the time being, to show you guys how the kit's gonna line up with all this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and mock it up. All right, so I went ahead and threw the steel fenders, the original fenders, back on the car. And as anticipated, this bumper fitment is spot on, boys. Really happy with the gaps and the way the bumper fits. This is why you buy authentic kits, guys. This is why you don't buy a knockoff. You get that fitment. This, all I have to do is toss the bolts in it in here, which all the holes line up right. They're already pre-drilled inside here. I don't know if you can tell, but everything lines up nicely, so I can go ahead and button that right up, tighten it up. That way when I fit the rest of the kit, if you start in one central location like the front bumper and work your way back, you're gonna be able to get everything to align perfectly. If you start in the middle or something like that, or you don't get your panels lined up or gapped properly when you start, you're gonna have a mess down the road. It's just gonna be all over the place. So take your time when you do these test fits. Make sure you fasten the kit and fasten the fenders and everything is mounting to, so that you don't get any play or slop when you're fitting. That'll ensure that you get a better end result. The nice thing is this is gonna get bodywork, so any imperfections that you find here, like say this is just a shade too high, higher than the metal, they can go back and sand all this at that point and make it all nice and smooth. So overall, guys, I'm super happy with this. I'm gonna move on to the front fender, the front over fenders now. And then there's also a piece that mounts on the front of the bumper to widen it to match the fender. So I'm gonna move on to those now. All right, so I've got the side skirt test fitted and lined up with the front door seam. There's a, hard to see in the camera, but there's a fake door seam on the rocker or the side skirt. And that's what they were saying on the instruction sheet, to start with that line, line it up, and then work your way forward and back from there. A little bit different than I've done it in the past, but we're gonna go ahead and follow that. So what I'm doing now is I'm drilling some 9/16 holes, front and rear of this, after I've got everything squared up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a Cleco fastener in here. And I'll explain to you what a Cleco fastener is in a second. Okay, as you can see, the side skirt's now temporarily fastened with Cleco fastener, which looks like this. Probably gonna be hard to focus on. Looks like that. And you have a pair of pliers called Cleco pliers, and what they do actually allow this mechanism to expand and contract as you pull on the plier. And so you drill a 9/16 hole, which these are 9/16 Clecos, push it through the hole, and when you let off of the spring-loaded clip in here, it expands and it holds your panel in place. This is a very good trick of the trade anytime you're doing a body kit, because you make a small hole, which you're gonna go ahead and make bigger later when you do the actual mounting, so you're not doing any harm if you are off a little bit or something like that. You can adjust it, put your Cleco back in, holds the panel in place, so you're not trying to do it with tape where tape can stretch or move. When you're putting pressure on it, these will stay in place for the most part, where you can actually build off of it. So we'll go ahead and throw some Clecos in as we're putting these panels on to hold them in place. Alright guys, well, that's the Rocket Bunny kit mocked up onto the car. I was just gonna tape this up so you guys can see what it looks like, but I've already got Clecos in it, and we're already pretty far down the road. But as you can see, there's some yellow underneath the fenders. That means we still got some cutting to do. But you guys get the idea of how it's gonna look. We are adding an authentic Rocket Bunny wing on the back. That's a knockoff. We've got a real one over here on the floor. So this car is gonna be pretty rad. Please tune into the next video where we're actually gonna do all the cutting and get this whole body kit fitted up on the car. And you guys get a great idea of what this thing's gonna look like when it's all said and done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your subscriptions, all your comments and likes. We appreciate it all. We'll see you next time.
This is my favorite part of every time we do this. Today we're picking the winner for the VR-4. So we got all the names here in this random generator. All of our VIPs are in here.
That's a lot of people.
And we're gonna go ahead and click that button right there. You guys ready?
Blocka flocka flom.
Tyler Wallace 16, you just won the VR-4, baby!
Tyler Wallace.
Congratulations, brother. So let's go ahead and give this guy a call and see what he says.
He's probably at work.
He'll answer.
He might not, we'll see.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Is this Tyler?
Yep.
This is Tyler Wallace 16 on throtl.
Yeah.
Well, this is Evan Beckerman. I'm sitting here with Mickey, Rick, and the gang. And I just wanted to let you know that you actually won the VR-4.
There is no freaking way.
You won!
Yeah, we won, man.
Congratulations, dude. That's your car.
Wow. Swear to God.
Sounds like he's at work.
Yeah, you at work right now?
I'm talking to my boss right now.
Yeah, you just won a car, brother.
Nice. VR-4, Mitsubishi.
Where do you live?
Las Vegas.
Las
Oh,
Vegas.
nice.
Oh, sweet. We're actually going to be out that way in a couple weeks.
I've been a problem member for like 6 months. And then it worked out, I guess.
There you go. I guess it worked out. You're taking home the VR-4. Have you been following the build on YouTube as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Well, it's an awesome car. You're actually being recorded right now, so we're going to be editing this and getting this video back up today. But I do have your email address as well, so I'll send you an email with like all the information about the next steps and stuff like that. And then
Okay.
we got some static in the background. Oh, you work in a machine shop?
No, I'm a sheet metal worker. I'm in the field right now.
Very cool. All right. Well, we won't take up too much more of your time.
Well,
That's
there we
it.
go.
Tyler. New winner.
VR-4 is going to Vegas.
Vegas. We're gonna be in Vegas. We're gonna be in Vegas for Stance Wars.
Next week.
Yeah,
It's not this
the
weekend,
14th.
next weekend.
So if anyone wants to come out to Stance Wars, we should just bring the VR-4.
Maybe Tyler should be there.
Tyler should
should
definitely
definitely be there. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for your comments, likes, and your subscriptions. Remember that now, for the 240SX giveaway, every $5 you spend on merchandise or car parts gets you 1 entry. And if you're a VIP member, an existing member, or you're thinking about joining, you actually triple your entries with VIP. So it's a no-brainer. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.